Good day, sir. I am Ronnie Quiamco, a third-year mining engineering student. The topic that I chose is about environmental waste. Now, I finalized my research title, which is The Beneficial Effects of Mining in the Barangay Valencia Community, Caggiano Municipality, Dinagat's Island Province. Now, I will discuss it step by step. So, in my rationale, this research, as well as the researcher, tend to seek data and information about the positive impact of mining to the community. This particularly subjected to Barangay Valencia Municipality of Caggianao, Province of Dinagat Islands, a mining site. Further, the researcher also wants to visualize positive and advantages upon having mining sites on the said barangay. Next is research objectives. First, to talk about and clarify the significance of mining. Second is to uncertain the beneficial effects of mining in the barangay community, Valencia, Tinagat Islands, Caggianao. Next, in our introduction, which is the background of the study, um, the Philippines has a lot of mineral resources, but doesn't mean much of it. So, Caggianao Mining Corporation is a company that mines nickel ore in the Philippines. It is located in an island that is rich in minerals and wildlife. So, mining can bring positive effects like creating jobs, boosting local economies, increasing a nation income through export and taxes. It can also help development regions by creating skills and workers and supporting related businesses. It can also especially beneficial for developing countries. The text also mentions a specific study on the effect of mining in the Philippines that you might find interesting. Next is the statement of the problem. So this study will aim to analyze the importance and helpful impacts to the community of Barangay Valencia community, Barangay Valencia, Municipality of Caggianao, Province of Dinagat Islands. So especially, it sought to answer the following questions. First, why mining is very helpful to the community. Second one is what are the positive impacts of mining? And last, is there any significant impact to those people who live in the municipality of Caggianao in terms of their livelihood? So in our related literature, so this passage discusses a literature review done for study on the social impacts of mining. These researchers aim to identify the most common social impacts by searching databases and using keywords like social impacts mining. They didn't aim to cover everything on the topic, but to get a general understanding of the social effects of mining. They mention another study that highlights the importance of considering both economic benefits and social impacts of mining. Continuation in related literature. So this passage brings up some additional points to consider alongside the positive impacts of mining. First, research depletion. Minerals are refined resources, and their ability might become a concern in the future. This could lead to higher prices. Second, technological advancement. Mining companies are looking for ways to be more efficient using automation and data management. There are also potential for urban mining, which recovers resources from electronic waste. Last, regulations. The Philippines has regulations in place for mining that cover things like acquiring rights, environmental impact, and land rights. The review concludes that while the positive impacts of mining are important, this study should also consider the long-term effects and how it can best benefit a developing community's growth and residents' livelihood. Next is conceptual framework. So as you can see in our conceptual framework, it is all about the intervention of human, environmental, as well as social. By the following its process properly, all of this will definitely serve as a positive outcomes that makes our environment, social and even human more stable in terms of our livelihood. Next is our methodology. First, research method. So this study presents the research participants and data analysis that aim to explain and how the different procedures that will be conducted by the researchers to achieve the objectives of this study. Second is research participants. The respondents of this study will be selected individuals in the community of Barangay Valencia, Cagjanao, Dinagat Islands, who were resided for almost 15 and above years from now. Next is data analysis. The following statistical tool will be employed by collecting every response to analyze the data and study and to determine what factors mentioned above effects that possibly influence the people within the municipality of Cagjanao. And last is frequency count and percent. So this will be used to determine the response of respondents in terms of impact that affects and possibly helps those people in the community of Barangay Valencia located in the municipality of Cagjanao. So weight, weighted mean and standards deviation. This will employ to determine the level of benefits in terms of various positive impacts of mining in the community of Cagjanao. And last, man with new tests. This will determine the significant difference in the impact that possibly helps the community that gives a good outcomes in every individual. Next is flowchart. So in selecting a research proposal topic, one must have to develop a strategy and tactics to gather information. This research proposal will be entitled The Beneficial Impacts of Mining in the Barangay Valencia Community, Cagdiano Municipality, Tinagat Islands Province. Evaluate yourself in a form of asking of possible questions. Determine the availability of the topic and make it easy to understand for the readers. Create statistical procedures to have comparisons to other data collected. Make a discussion whether the results cannot compromise the others. Lastly, your conclusion must contain what is the research all about. Lastly is conclusion. So based on the discussion of the study, the following conclusion will be made. The researcher concluded that having an active operation of mining gives beneficial to the community and to the netizens. In terms of livelihood, many are employed and help them make realize their dreams into reality. They were able to send their children in school and many are able to avail the scholarship program offered by the mining industry owner. So while mining can provide significant benefits to community, such I said earlier, such as job creations and scholarship opportunities, it's crucial to consider potential drawbacks like resource depletion and environmental impact. A well-designed study should examine both and positive and negative social impacts to ensure the mining operations fosters sustainable development that supports the long-term well-being of the community. This revised conclusion acknowledge the upside of mining for communities but emphasize the importance of a balanced approach. It highlights the need for a comprehensive study that considers both positive and negative social impacts to ensure mining benefits the community in the long run. So thank you, sir, for listening. God bless.